So it's Wine About It Wednesday.
Hey!
Oh, cheers to Wine About It Wednesday. And today we always forget to talk about what we're drinking. So we are drinking a Pinot Grigio from Sierra Pines.
Now, my cousin Chuck taught me that the nickname for this drink is called Cougar Milk. Oh, I'm going to put it on my seasonal side. Yes.
Okay, well, fun fact of the day.
Yeah.
This is why you
Pinot
don't
Grigio.
drink with her
Cougar
before you go live. You start drinking while you're live. We've already taken a couple sips, and that was our biggest mistake yet.
I did.
Okay, so today we are talking about...
Why everybody else looks fantastic and I don't.
Oh, please. We're talking about why some shades do not look as great on you as others. I know if you're like on Pinterest or YouTube and everyone recommends like a certain lipstick shade and you're like...
You rush out and buy it and it ends up in your makeup drawer. And everybody, admit it, you have a makeup mistake drawer. Just like me. I have one too.
And it's packed with full lipsticks.
Yeah, that have been used
one smear,
once.
right?
And it's a wreck. You know, it's your makeup mistake drawer, and you think, well, you know, I wore this once, and I'm gonna see if Sarah wants it, or I'm gonna see. And usually she says, "Ooh."
You know what's so funny is subscription boxes. We are signed up for a bunch of subscription boxes, but we get the product in and we just trade each other for the
because
product.
she gets the warm, I get the cool. She
Right.
gets the youthful, fabulous, new, exciting stuff. I get the anti-aging
No.
creams.
I
Yeah.
think, but the biggest problem with subscription boxes is since you can't seasonalize them, they always throw in these weird random shades, and it's kind of like, what am I going to do with this bright fuchsia? Because I can't wear that. I look crazy in it. So I hand it over to you, and then they never send out like any orange-based lipsticks for me to wear. They maybe will send out like a gloss that's warm or a nude, but I never get like a good bold red.
And
that's
I
warm.
get all of these brick glosses that are fabulous. And we think that we did something totally wrong when we signed up, and they go to her. So.
Yeah, subscription boxes are not your friend when it comes to coloring.
But you need to have someone, a go-to person who's your exact opposite on the color scale, and you can trade back and forth, and you do great.
All right, so I see a couple of you guys on here. I want to say hi. Comment down below so we can say hey. And I guess, do you want to just jump into things? So we've covered our wine, we've covered off topic.
Well, I wanted to mention that we almost had a studio guest. We almost coerced someone. We're filming from the office, and we almost coerced someone to join us in studio. We weren't quite able to convince her, but she may be on right now. We want to give her a shout out for our the CFO, fabulous wine glasses.
Yeah, she gifted us these. Mine says pretty as a peacock.
And mine says not so pretty, but old.
Oh, stop.
No, it's actually got a skeleton on it.
They're sugar skulls. I love it.
I love it too.
It's so
I do.
cute.
I adore it.
As you pour wine out all over the place.
No, it's going to go down my gullet.
All right. So, hi, Charlotte. It's good to have you on here. All right, so I think we should probably just jump into the first one.
The information.
So you guys, we actually posted this earlier, which it's a blush. A spring in the wrong blush, and I enhanced it a little bit by adding a winter in the same exact shades, but I just flipped them.
It is so amazing to me because it looks like if the wrong season has on 10 times as much blush as the right season. In both instances, and it is not true. I mean, because when we do this, we do it scientifically. We do it with a certain percentage of transparency. We do it with the exact color match. So what you see is what the product really looks like on a person of the right season, and what the product looks like on a person who's not the right season. So you'll see that a color that looks so beautiful on a spring will sit on the surface of the face and turn very orange on a winter. And none of this is enhanced. This is the real deal. So when I
first posted this, I had to make a point to say this is the exact same transparency on the blush. Exactly the same. So there's more on this side. It just looks that way.
Yeah, this is scientific to the degree that Photoshop is you can tell it, 70% transparency, and you want to match it on the other side, and you don't want to have any kind of variance, and that's what you get. Absolutely perfect. But the bottom line is, on one side, let's look at the spring. She looks like, when she has the winter color on her cheeks, that she's running a fever. And it's like, is this child sick? But when she has her right blush on, she looks like she's, just run, half a mile, or she's looking for, okay, she's
No,
just,
when I run half a mile,
Yeah,
I'm like dying. I don't know when you're
she
running
just
half
looks like
miles.
she has a healthy glow. Yeah, when I run half a mile, I am officially dead. So I'll need like a cardiac stimulation, the whole deal.
You're gonna look like you're wearing a warm blush.
But the bottom line is, it looks good. She looks like the blush is coming from the inside out, and she's not sick. She's not running a fever. It's not bad. And on our winter model, the orange sits on her face like, oh dear, what happened to this model? What kind of a mistake did she make when she chose this? Did she use a bronzer for this blush? Whatever. And it doesn't even look as orange in the container.
Right.
She makes it look orange.
It's
But
this is my favorite demo. I could not believe when this first came published. I was like, oh my goodness! I couldn't believe how intense this was, and this just goes to show you have to be in your right season.
perfect.
It's just, it makes me
And
speechless.
for all you springs and winters out there, there's your shade for blush.
Absolutely. So on the spring, that one is the Cedar Rose, which is the one I'm currently wearing right now.
We had a question about Cedar Rose. Cedar Rose is a Color Me Beautiful Color Pro blush,
Absolutely.
and the same is true of our winter shade.
And our winter shade is Soft Rose, so you can go pick up either one of those if you're winter or spring.
On the site,
But just don't get the wrong one.
yeah, as evidenced by this photo.
All right, so I'm going to fade us back in to talk to you guys. Now, the next one that we're going to do is lipstick, but we got a question that I thought was a good one that I think that you would be the perfect person to answer.
You always put me on the spot.
Okay, so Charlotte says, I was an autumn. Now I have salt and pepper, so I guess I'm either a winter or a summer.
Oh, I am a perfect person
Now,
to answer
I was
this.
having trouble feeling like I look good in the lipsticks that I have purchased from Color Me Beautiful. I'm looking for a pink. So, this is you.
Girl, I got you. My hair used to be that color. Believe it or not, it was that color.
And what was your season?
And at that time, I was in autumn. I actually kind of moved from spring into autumn because before that, it was kind of blondish, and then I moved into this color. And not because I dyed my hair. Those were my natural colors. And then I aged into this, and I liked it. I loved having, being able to wear cool colors. I kind of dug it. I
now,
thought it was
a
neat.
lot of people can't see, but the back is a whole lot dark. Oh, yep, there you go. So you can see it's, this is where your salt and pepper kicks in. Well, your pepper. And then it's salt on top and pepper in the back.
Yes. I became a summer, and one of my favorite shades for in my transition to summer is the frosted watermelon. I really like the frosted watermelon.
I'm the person that always pushes her to go bright and bold. So I know she does it for me because I'm like, get on.
I do. And I have to be honest, I am a product of the 80s. And in the 80s, we were pushed to wear browns. That was like
that
the
whole new
thing.
trend.
And, it came from Bobby Brown, I guess, or, but the trend was get a lot of brown in your lipstick. It was very goth looking, except we weren't goth. We were following the fashion. And looking back, we didn't look very good.
I remember one day she's like, I love this. It was a discontinued shade. And she goes, I just love this shade. I want to bring it back. And I'm like, oh, no, let's not. And it was that mocha brown.
I used to love that shade.
I was like,
mocha.
She was like, this is so trendy. I'm like, no.
But it spoke to the 80s me, where
Right.
I was just, I was keeping it soft, keeping it neutral. And it wasn't, I almost said natural, but no, it was not natural. It was neutral. And so with Sarah's influence, I have gone a little bit brighter, and I found that it's more youthful. When I wore tried to lean toward the browner pinks, and I'm talking to you now, when I leaned toward the browner pinks, then it dragged my face down. And when I accepted and embraced a brighter pink, it was kismet.
What shade are you wearing right now?
Frosted watermelon.
I know. I had to bring it in. All right.
So try it.
Yeah.
I think you'll be thrilled. And it might appear to you because of your history and your autumnness and moving into another season that it's a little too pink. Trust me. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Of course. Now, I'm going to our before and after of our lipstick model that we have. So I did a summer as an autumn and a summer as a summer.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
on the left, we put her in the wrong. This is something that I would wear, so I put her in something that
Is one of your favorites,
Yes.
as a matter of fact.
I base it off a chili lipstick, which is a bold orangey red. I love it. It's like has deep and it's me.
It is
absolutely
you,
me.
but where did she go?
She turned a little.
She disappeared. I mean, where is she? I see her lips.
Yeah, and where her lips walk into that image right way before she does.
Yeah.
But on the right,
I mean, she just looks kind of dusty and she fades into the background, right?
absolutely. Now, the other thing I wanted when I saw this, what I was noticing is around her eyes. It made her eyeshadow a little warm.
Yeah.
Now-
Color has a funny way of kind of reaching to itself and bringing out things. For example, look at her cheeks. Now, I know that we didn't adjust her cheeks at all, but her cheeks in the wrong lip color have become grayed out. You notice on the side of her cheek?
Her skin tone too. It pulled up that orange and it kind of made her a little like yellowy red almost. Her skin
Yeah,
tone.
I tend to see a lot of gray.
But also her hair as well. Look at that. It looked like it's trying to make her something she's not. It's almost like it's trying to pull her into a warm season by wearing that warm, but it's
Yeah, but
it's just graying her
It just
out.
screams hepatitis.
Oh no. Oh no, it doesn't. She looks lovely. She looks lovely in the red. It's just not the
sorry.
best red for her. So we put her in a soft pink just to
Yes.
show you.
And
gorgeous.
then look how the pink. I used to years ago when I was in college. I put myself through college working in a frame shop.
Okay.
Off topic, but when because I need that girl back. When I went to work in a frame shop, I learned how to select the color of mats around paintings and what would be the most flattering color to frame a picture with. And part of it was making sure that you paid attention to proportion and making sure that you pulled little bits of color out of the artwork to pick up in the frame. And makeup is no different.
Right.
Because if you look at Our Lady and her lipstick is actually pulling a little bit of color out of her cheeks and making her cheeks look more pink, like a little more fresh. It's making the area right under her eyelid look a little more colorful, maybe.
Yeah.
And
And I'm also noticing, so she has a couple, I want to say lines under her eyes, and they're going red on the left, but on the summer side, I guess because, she's bright now, she's diffusing those fine lines right there, but on the autumn, it's really bringing that red into those fine lines, that orange, that's not bright.
so the color you wear will actually interact with the colors of your face. And what you want to do is make sure that everything is of a piece and everything is flattering.
That's why we always say harmonizing. It's not
color
it's
harmony.
harmonizing all of it together. It's harmonizing your hair, your eyes, your skin, everything you wear. It's perfect. So I also wanted to bring back our Facebook Live because I saw some notifications coming through. So I love Frosted Watermelon from Kimberly.
Of course.
Yeah. I can't speak to Frosted Watermelon. It's
she
not
can't.
my shade.
One day we'll come in and we'll have frosted watermelon on her and chili on me. You guys will laugh.
Oh no, we're not doing that. All right, Michelle says, hi ladies.
Hey.
Oh, Kimberly says the frosted watermelon looks good on you.
Thank you.
Goes back to not me, all you.
That's yours.
Now, what shade is the summer wearing? Let me grab our color I have our shades up so I can grab that shade for you. And she is in Dusty Rose, is
Yes.
that? Let me grab Dusty Rose, I'm so sorry. That's just off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to come back to you on that one.
I'm almost positive
Okay,
it's Dusty
all
Rose.
right. I'm seeing Dusty Rose, but it's just taking too long to load for us. Okay, so now our next one is gonna be a full face. Yeah, we're going to do the whole face, color analyze. So we have our next model is going to be all in the wrong, and then we put her all in the right.
In the right season
We
of
did.
makeup?
We absolutely did.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go. And she is a...
Summer.
Yes.
Oh, which shows me why I abhor mustard. I loathe it.
And I love it. I could rock mustard all day long. You could sprinkle mustard on me and I would be happy. Mustard powder.
I get a little nauseous actually looking at clothing with
Stop
mustard
it.
color.
You know what makes me nauseous? Gray.
Oh, that hurts me deep.
I love it. This is like the warm versus cool right now.
Yeah, like the fight. But here's another perfect example of what happens to your face, how grayed out you look when you're in the wrong color.
Her contour, it's absolutely going that yellow, gray, interesting color.
It's like total hepatitis.
Oh my goodness, you can't say everyone has hepatitis.
It happens to me. I say it to myself. I look yellow. I do
have
color.
to admit, just to have some fun, sometimes we put on the wrong lipstick shades and see what people say. And you always get the...
Oh, you look sallow.
Yeah, like,
yellow.
did you color your hair today?
Yeah.
That's when you
It's
know
bad.
you're in the wrong season.
Yeah. Oh, and I will tell you, those of you who have gone like salt and pepper or a little gray, if you want your hair to look brassy, and I really don't like it when my hair looks brassy. Like I swim, and when I've been swimming and I haven't like put a rinse on it that's a little bit purple, or certain activities that I do make, when my hair gets wet, it'll make it look brassy. If I am in the wrong season, my hair looks yellow.
This is so true. I wish we had a drape right now. We would show you, but maybe we'll do it next week. We'll bring the drape.
It goes so wrong. So those of you ladies who used to be autumn, who have not reevaluated yourselves because you're not really accepting of the fact that you may have become summer, you gotta look into that because you're doing yourself a disservice.
So I guess to finish off our
Do
model,
you really not like gray?
I can't stand gray as a color.
But what about on me?
It looks beautiful on you.
Thank you.
It's just not me. All right, so back to our model. I guess just wear the right season is what it comes down to.
Look at her little eyes. I mean, her eyes have color on the right side.
They look like brighter and more contrast that's going on.
And her lips actually look larger in the right color, in the wrong color, in that mustardy, saffron color. They look all pinched. Not so in a color that's closer to her.
She also looks younger. Are you getting that?
Yes.
I'm getting like the more bright, the glowy, the dewy skin kind of vibe going on. And she instantly looks younger.
Yes. Agreed.
All right, so that's our summer model. Now let's bring us back so we can say hey again.
Hey!
But, now our next model, I believe she's a spring. So for springs out there.
Oh, yes. I wanted to talk about lipsticks. And
are you ready?
Here we have the beloved 80s brown. Girl, we were rocking these browns in the 80s so hard. We loved them. We thought they were the
you guys
greatest.
love those dark shades.
Not dark, just on the brown side. In this case, this was kind of a berry brown, which is totally wrong for her. Look what it does for her face. Now, left side looks a little like the morgue. Right side looks like she belongs among the living.
And you know what's so funny is I get hit with this all the time on social media that nobody looks good in a bright orange lipstick. Nobody.
Well, technically, I wouldn't call that an orange. I would call that a mango punch.
Okay. It's almost there. Almost there. It's like bright, and I get hit with nobody looks good in that corally orange color.
Oh, yes, they do.
Exactly. And I'm for springs out there. There's not a ton, but if you're a spring out there, you look incredible in that shade.
Yeah, Mango Punch is our best-selling shade for springs by a lot.
Absolutely. So if you're looking for something to try out, go for Mango Punch. It's actually, I believe it is our best-selling lipstick.
I mean, look at the contour on her cheek and how grayed out it looks. And when she gets into the right color, it's like her face just opens up. Now, that is a true example of when you go from a totally wrong color to a totally right color, your face, it just lights up. And I think we've demonstrated that before in a number of different ways. But, you know, I call it the Color Me Beautiful effect because it's magic. And, you know, we'll be happy if you want us to go through that demo again for you. But literally, it's like somebody turned on a light and just illuminated your face.
Even her eyes look brighter in that bright shade.
Well, they look blue. And in the other shade, it's like they're indistinct.
Yeah. I love this. This is a perfect demo for exactly. And around the eyes, it looks brighter. She looks sharper, younger. Instantly, she looks younger.
Yeah.
Just by changing her lipstick and the color she's wearing.
Yeah, the color she's
teal.
wearing, it went down to something that wasn't in her season.
Brings out her eyes on the right. Everything tied together.
But the hair,
incredible.
It's the same.
Absolutely. I absolutely love the effect that it gives. Now,
Mango Punch, ladies.
yes. Now, the last one we have is going to be a winter.
Yes. You know, I call this a Snow White winter because when you've got the dark hair, the light skin, a lot of contrast, the black eyes, the black hair, the black brows, light skin, a lot of contrast. I always think of Snow White and the red lips, and I mean, that's just a classic beauty, kind of
Absolutely.
Elizabeth Taylor kind
And
of.
your skin is always glowing and bright, and we're all jealous because the clothes that are made are usually in your season. You can also wear black, you can also wear white and look incredible.
And your jewel tones.
I'm not jealous.
No, you're not jealous at all. But there is a lot to be said for a beautiful autumn.
That is true. It's just hard to find an outfit.
I mean, I wouldn't put you in a box.
Oh, you're so sweet. Nor summer.
Thank you.
We're just pushed off to the side when it comes to
winners, these beautiful Snow White winters. But anyway, the thing about the Snow White winter is when you're in the wrong makeup color, where did your lips go?
Well, her top lip disappeared, and I see a tiny bit of her bottom.
And it kind of looks like a shimia.
Okay. Okay.
Right? A bit of a shimia. And the illumination that we love so much, it's like this inner glow that we expect from people who are wearing their makeup in the right season. Where did it go on her? Because it just evaporated.
And she's so sallow in the left. I can't get over how sallow she looks with that orangey, gray, I don't know, t-shirt going on. And her lip color, her gold eyeshadow, it just...
So here's the question. Could you envision this lady on the red carpet on the right, with the makeup on the right, and the top on the right, or the outfit on the left, and the makeup on the left? I mean, that's a simple way to think about something. I mean, she would rock the red carpet on the right, but on the left, I mean, it would look a little bit like Survivor.
And she's so much...
You're supposed to give me a hard time for saying that.
I can't give you a hard time anymore. I'm out for the day. I'm just gonna let you roll with it. Whatever you say goes at this point. So, but I'm still looking at the right, and she just looks brighter. Her skin looks even and glowing and radiant.
Beautiful.
She also looks younger. I mean, lucky for winter.
Yeah.
That you get to wear black as well. Nobody else we can throw black on and do a before and after with.
You know, it's weird because when you were spring years ago, you could wear black. And it was the weirdest, oddest thing. I have to do some research into that because I do. Anybody out there who might know the reason why it was odd, but it doesn't fit into our perfect but her eyes look vivid blue, and I don't quite know the reason for that. But throwing it out there. Sometimes we have seasons that can do certain things, and there'll be anomalies.
So that was our final face of the day.
The final face of the day?
I hope it was powerful, though. So I hope you guys got to see what happens.
Actually, we're the final faces of the day.
Yeah. Hi. Back to us. And cheers. Our final cheers to When About It Wednesday.
Cheers.
And we will see you
next Wednesday.